Welcome back to Omni Garage. So today we have got a big video in store for you guys. Glenn and I are kind of excited to put this project to rest. We're also not really that excited to film it because man, it's going to take all day. And it is cold here and it looks like it's going to get sunny and hot. So anyway, what I've got behind us is 9 rinseless washes that Glenn and I have tested basically for, I don't know, how long, 6 months?
Probably longer than that. I'd say we've been accumulating over the last 12 months.
Every single bottle behind me has got enough in it for one last rinseless wash, so that shows you that we've actually used these products. We've got 4 gallons of water in each of these buckets, and we're going to do the typical 256:1 dilution. I've got 2 brand new DIY detail sponges, which these are going to be used as our control. And I've got the same sprayer in all of these bottles, and what we're going to do is we're going to test out these rinseless washes, and Glenn and I want to find out which rinseless wash we like, because I told him the other day I need to buy some more rinseless wash, and I want to go ahead and buy the one that we like the most in a big gallon, and that's what we're going to continue to use. And so to do that, we have to go through and test this out so that we can blow a whole heap of cash on the rinseless wash we like.
So just quickly running along what we're going to be testing today, we've got Rapid Rinseless Wash from Gtechniq there. We have FinLab Pure Rinseless V3. We've got Armour Detail Supply Hero. We'll be testing the latest iteration that came out in February of this year. We've got the Optimum product, which is Wash and Shine, so O&R, kind of the old school product.
And I understand that O&R have actually brought out a new product, so a new release, so we are testing the old one because I can't get my hands on the new one.
HydroSave by Labo Cosmetica. Then we've got Iconic Rinseless, something that could be very, very difficult to get your hands on, if at all, but we've got that in the test.
Because that was a limited release, I don't actually know if that's available anymore.
Then we've got the DIY Detail. We have the Rinseless Wash V2 right there. Special bottle, signed by Ivan LaCroix as well on the left.
Next to it is the original, and so that's why we've got that there.
We've got the Detail Co. Rinseless product. And then last but not least, we've got the Clean by Pan the Organizer Rinseless Wash. Now ignore the labels on all of the spray bottles that we've got hanging out of the buckets. We had to go and source all of these empty spray bottles early this morning to make sure we had enough to do this test. And we have filled every bucket here with 4 gallons of water. So didn't quite have enough from our Yeti bucket collection. We brought out some of the old school Maguires, but the way we've got these set up is 4 gallons in every bucket. And then we're going to go and dilute our product and then dunk.
And all those sprayers are the same. They're all a Talco sprayer so that we get the same spray pattern and hopefully the same amount of product delivered in each sort of spray.
So we're going to go and mix up all of our solutions here. And then the test subject today is going to be the Range Rover Sport. We'll pull that out and we'll get started on our test.
So because we have the 4 gallons of water at a 256:1 dilution, that's 1 ounce per gallon of water. So we're going to do, is that right? 1 ounce to 2 gallons of water. So we're going to do 2 ounces to our 4 gallons of water. Yeah, look at that math. I was actually quite good at math, were you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind math.
Don't you do math all day?
Nah.
Aren't you like some big math guru?
Nah, it's not me. So we're just going to go through and mix up all of these buckets. It's an interesting looking one. I think there's a couple of products that go real milky and like hazy like that.
Well, that's because they're probably like a hybrid, like a polymer mix, right? This one's actually quite nice because it's got its own little measuring system.
It does.
This one's going to go milky as well.
So we've got all 9 buckets all loaded up. We just have to give these a mix now, and then we'll go and fill our spray bottles and we can get started on the test. Well, Glenn's going to suit up because we actually had a comment suggestion on one of our previous videos going, hey, look, when you guys do this test, you know, do it as neutral as possible. So,
Hi there, everybody.
You look pretty neutral there, so you cannot smell the product.
And I
cannot smell the product. What we're going to do is we are going to, well, you're going to test them, I'm going to hand them to you, and we're going to do face-offs, some little battles. Ooh. And you're going to tell me, don't look at me, please. It's a bit creepy.
You want to put some eyes on here?
So yeah, that's a great idea. We can put the Omni Garage logo for your eyes. So I'm going to hand them 2 different products. I'm going to spray the surface down. I'm going to hand him the 2 sponges, and he is just going to tell me which one's slicker out of the 2. Okay. And then we're going to battle that one off against the next one I give him, and so on.
And in between each of them, you're just going to do a panel wipe on the hood here, just so we've got a clean surface so that we remove any of the residue of that previous product on there.
To neutralise the surface. So I'm going to get your first product. So that's your left-hand side.
Yeah.
And that is your right hand side.
I don't know where I am, but where is it?
Yep, right there.
The left feels slicker than the right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you happy with that? So you're going left. So the winner of that battle going on
Left is definitely the slicker.
to our next stage will be this one here. So that means that this one has been kicked out of the test for now. So we're going to put this one up against the next product.
You know the crazy thing is even the sprays sound the same. So I can't even like, you know.
All right, so next battle is that one there, which is on the left-hand side of the car, versus that one there, which is on the right-hand side of the car. That is your left.
God, it's a bit wet.
That is your right.
Oh, that's super wet. Oh, am I here?
Yep. And you can go higher than that as well.
The right
Yep.
is slicker than the left.
Okay. So Glenn has just picked this one here. All right, so we've got this one on the left-hand side, and we've got this one on the right-hand side of the car. You can go a bit higher on the hood if you want to get a fresh section.
These are very close together. I think the left is just a touch slicker than the right.
Okay, so the one Glenn has picked is,
Yeah, just
one here.
very similar.
this is the winner. Put that up against the next battle. All right, we've got that one on the left-hand side of the car, and then we've got that one on the right-hand side of the car.
Whoever created these rinseless washers have done a good job. The left one is slicker,
Okay,
but we're talking,
close.
it's slicker on this side of the sponge. They're pretty close this way.
That is our winner of this
Actually,
battle.
that's starting to get slicker. The left is slicker, yeah.
Okay, that is the winner of this battle. Okay, this is getting interesting. So we've got this one on the left-hand side of the hood, and then we've got this one here up on the right-hand side.
It's funny, eh? This is where you got to have same sponges side by side. The left. Left is just a touch. These are two very close together as well. The left, definitely the left.
So Glenn has gone with this one here as his winner in this head-to-head battle. We've got this one on the left-hand side of the hood, and then we've got this one here on the right-hand side of the hood. Hands out, sir. 1 and 2.
Oh my lord. It's quite funny, eh? Like they're both pretty similar on this side of the sponge, and then when I flip it over, it's like game changer. It's like kabam!
Go higher, about a foot higher. Yeah, there. New section.
Pretty similar there.
You got different sides of the sponges
I
there.
know. This hand is slicker on this side of the sponge. And it's slicker on that side of the sponge. But then when I do that, they come back to be equal.
Okay, so where you're putting these is on par, is what you're telling me.
I'm thinking if I have to pick,
You don't have to pick, but it'd be good if you pick.
I think the right hand is slicker. Can you just give me another spray down? Mm-hmm. Oh. You got me. Have we got two of the big Johnnies on here?
Oh, we've got two great products. Okay, you're both on red side there. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking these are very equal.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Every now and again I do get a winner come into my head though. They're very similar, right there is very similar.
Okay, well I'm going to take those off your hands. We're going to dry that down and we're going to call these dead even.
Yeah.
So just for the audience sake here and clarity.
I think so. I do think so.
Glenn has both of these on par right now.
I have to pick one. I think it's this hand that's slightly a touch slicker.
Okay, so if Glenn's picking a winner there, he's saying this one.
Yeah.
But I can tell he's not confident in that. We'll move on. Okay, so we've got that one on the left-hand side of the car and we've got that one on the right-hand side of the car this time. Hands up.
God, soaking. I think the left is slightly slicker. Oh. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, confident?
Yeah, it's quite funny. It depends on what side of the sponge you're on too, like, you know. I think so. The left is...
So Glenn is picking this one.
But then it
as a
changes.
slicker.
Yeah, I think overall the left-hand side's slicker.
This is the winner. Okay, so we've got that one on the left-hand side of the car, and we've got this one here on the right-hand side of the car.
People looking at me like I'm an idiot.
No, they're not walking past yet.
Oh.
Hands out.
Are you enjoying this, sir?
Oh, I'm loving it. It's quite chaotic, to be fair.
Quite chaotic. I wish Ivan had created these sponges equally.
Make sure you leave some paint on the hood there. What are we thinking? Think out loud here. Deep in thought.
Deep in thought. I'm just wondering what my breath smells like, you know? I don't know. I think it's this one. But so close. You've got two really close ones here as well. I mean, I think it's probably this.
Okay.
Those sponges feel...
I guarantee you the same sponges. You're on different sides right now, red and black, but you've been on the same side the whole time. Glenn has picked this one here.
I think so, just. Yeah.
Is the current slickest.
Oh, the current slickest.
We will get ready for the next battle. All right, so we've got this one on the left-hand side of the car, and then we've got this one on the right-hand side. Battle these two off.
The left is slicker. That was quick.
Okay. Glenn has picked this one is the new slickest.
Oh, the new slickest.
Next battle. Okay, now we've got this one on the left-hand side of the car, and we've got this one on the right-hand side of the car.
Oh, you stitched me up again.
Cheers, man.
Did he notice me with the mask on?
Yep.
Oh no. I think the left is slicker. Oh gosh.
I can respray if you like.
Is this like, am I like crunching numbers here like 1 and 2? Like
Well, I don't know, are you? You're crunching between left and right now. It's all you're crunching between.
The left is slicker.
Left is slicker. Okay. So Glenn has picked this one here.
In the left corner.
I think we're getting down to some of our final battles here. So we've got this one on the left-hand side of the car, and we've got this one on the right-hand side of the car.
It's the final battle. Dun, dun. And the slickest is... Ooh.
And there's a reason why I've introduced that other product again.
Another reason. This one is the slickest.
Okay. Would you like to see your winner of the Rinseless battle, or would you like to see one final battle?
Do you want to do one? Would one final help?
We'll do one final battle.
Okay.
One last battle.
That's slicker.
So, just for those of you who forgot, that one there is what Glenn has just picked. All right, next battle. We've got this one on the left-hand side of the hood, and we've got this one.
Ooh.
Back in.
Oh, back in.
Or is this one back in?
Oh, are they
Which
all?
one of these are back in? Oh. Left-hand side or right-hand side?
Tell you what, I'm backing into my spot. God, these are wet. Oh, left hand slicker. Yeah, left hand.
Okay. Would you like to see what just won in that part of the test?
Yeah, sure. Give me like a part one.
Okay. So, and
I tell you what, put the bottle in my hand.
Okay.
Do we have a 1 and 2?
No, but we have a 1 and 2 in this battle.
Okay.
That was your left hand.
Oh yeah.
This was your right hand. We'll call this a control test of sort, because I needed to make sure that you can face the camera
What?
over here. Well, we needed a control.
What?
Well, I needed to make sure that the
So this is the control, because this is optimum no rinse.
correct.
And this is Hero.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Yes. Good
So
job.
Hero definitely is slicker than optimum. I know that.
Well, that was a control
And
test.
that's okay. So
Because
good.
I needed to make sure that you
Right.
weren't just picking Hero the last couple of tests.
Gotcha.
Any other reason other than
Okay.
it was the best.
So we've got sort of like we're at like a point where you're sort of finalising the results now, yeah?
We
One
are.
or two more tests and then
I
we'll
think
be
there's
there.
2 more tests I'd like to do, but what I wanted to check is that actually the Optimum lost in its first battle.
Yeah,
So
okay.
I wanted to bring in the first loser to the current best to make
Right.
sure that...
Right.
Because if you had said Optimum won there, we were in trouble.
Yeah, right.
We were in big trouble.
Yeah, okay.
So
Okay.
2, maybe 3 more tests to go.
Gotcha.
We're down to the last couple of battles here. So we've got this one here on the left-hand side of the car and this one on the right-hand side of the car. You ready?
I'm ready. All right. Oh, Johnny. I cannot tell the difference.
I'm very eager to see the verdict on these two.
I can't give you one.
On par.
On par. They're very similar on that side of the sponge, but if I go to this side, nah, or sometimes that's slicker.
Okay, so they're on par?
Yeah.
Okay. This will make the next test interesting. I'll hit you with a little bit more product. See if you can make a determination.
I'm leaning towards the one on the left hand slightly slicker. That's the left hand slicker there. I think the left hand slightly slicker,
Okay.
but then the right hand slicker there too. I think you got to do those equal, man.
Okay. So those are 2 equal. Okay. Left hand side of the car. Right hand side of the car. Got those 2 there.
God, these are wet. These are very equal as well. Very equal. I can't tell the difference.
Okay. Take your mask off and I'm going to throw you the products that you've put in the top 3 because a lot of these are very, very close to each other for you now.
Okay.
So, on the left hand side of the panel right there now is this.
So this is pan.
Yep.
Yep.
You got pan on the left and on the right hand side
There's a dent car.
Oh no. All right, so we've got a big dent.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But on the previous test, I won't throw this one, you had this one on
So
the side.
these are the top 3.
And you're very close in between them. I feel like based on that test, you are not really pointing out, hey, this one is definitely better than this. It's like, oh,
So we've got like a
sponge.
a 3 tie.
I think we've got a top 3.
Where did FinLab come?
FinLab won a few battles.
Yeah.
But FinLab actually lost. I can't remember which product it lost against. It lost against one of these just recently, in one of the recent battles.
Okay, so in no particular order, these are the top 3 that I think are the slickest pretty equally.
Yep.